Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. My giddy aunt, we've got a lot of stuff to discuss. We've got transfers, we've got the Club World Cup, we've got 2 games today against Sociedad in the Champions League. This whole me doing twice as much in an episode thing, definitely not doing that again. It's taken way too much time in processing. I've been sat here for 2.5 hours. It is just not feasible with it being this far into the save, unfortunately. I wish I could do it, but it's too much stress to have to do this stuff right now. But good news about Blaise Lisic. He won the freaking Ballon d'Or at 23 years old. Still only has 3 caps for Poland. Has won the Ballon d'Or. It was fantastic. Super pleased for the lad. I think it's because he scored like 25 goals and got 31 assists in the calendar year, which to me is phenomenal. So fair play to the lad. We always had high hopes for the guy. He's got 157 appearances now for Polonia and 64 goals. But look at his stats for this year. 13 goals and 22 assists in 25 matches. No wonder he's won the Ballon d'Or. This guy's a god. He was also in the team of the season, obviously, or team of the year rather, along with Vicente Albarracin and Alberto Freitas. 4 players in the FIFA Pro Team of the Year, which is amazing. I can only imagine what Lisic's FIFA card would be like. It'll be messy. Right, talk about some games off camera, then transfers and some other stuff, because there's been a lot of movements around Poland. First up, 5-0 victory over Shanghai SIPG, 2 goals for Blaise Lisic, 2 goals for Juan Orozco, and an own goal. Lovely old job. And then into the final, a kind of rotated side eventually did beat Internacional 3-2. Pereira, Gorosito, and Junior Cesar own goal, saw us win the Club World Cup for the 2nd time. Then back after Christmas, a 4-0 thrashing of Wisła Płock with their brand new manager, who is actually Andreas Christensen, former Chelsea and also Crystal Palace, according to the game, player is now the Wisła Płock manager. But we beat them 4-0, a hat-trick from Pereira and 1 goal for Alberto Freitas. And finally, in resting players for today's game, we got a 1-1 draw away at Górnik. Firmino's goal cancelled out an early goal for them. We weren't particularly good on the night, but there you go. The league is shaping up like this. Still Marsko at the top. You can see GKS are flying now. GKS, Lek, and Lecky are all doing really well. Lecky are doing pretty decent as well. But you can see their goal differences, and GKS really are stepping up. Pereira, 21 goals in the league in 21 matches. I think he could go for it this year. He really could. It's fantastic to see. Lecky's manager unfortunately left to take the job at Roma, to give you an idea of the quality. And then they went and poiched Wisła's manager. So that's why Wisła are on the lookout for a new manager. They're newly promoted, had a really good season so far, still in the top half, but their manager has now left to go to Lechia, so you'd expect them to drop off a little bit. So maybe a good choice? I don't know. Pogba left Corona, unfortunately, and he left to go to Caen over in France, so I guess it's a reasonable step up for him in a way, I guess. I don't really know. And then Corona went straight in, and whose manager did they pike? Oh, that's right. They went and piked Patrick Schick, who did wonders at Skla last year, keeping them up. Hasn't done such a great job this year, but he'll be needed to keep Corona in the top flight, basically. Border upgrade in the training facilities yet again. Our stadium extension is complete. We're up to 32,000 seats. Broke our record attendance in the game against Wisła, which was amazing. Can't extend it anymore at the moment, so that's a curious problem. And also Gorosito is going to be out for the rest of the year with a hip injury, which is not so good. We've had quite a lot of injuries and sort of colds and general nonsense over the winter period. And lastly, Lech only lost 2-1 to Milan in their first leg, so they've still got a chance going into that second leg. If they can come up with a win at home, there might be a chance because they've got an away goal. You never know. They've also taken a few players on loan from us, so hopefully that will help them. So the first transfer in is Zico, a young Brazilian striker. I actually signed him 3 seasons ago, but he's finally joined us. £5 million. I feel like he's a striker potentially for the future for us to come through behind Firmino and Ibrahima Pereira. I feel like we needed someone that was coming through the ranks, and I think this is the guy. And I also brought in Rulani Bering because I saw another decent South African player from Supersport United, and I thought for 700 grand, it was worth just bringing him in just to bring him in. I just thought it was a cool nationality again to see 2 players from South Africa be so good. Pretty solid. First out is Sandor Miske. Leverkusen put a bid in, and I thought, you know what? He's probably not going to play for us. And they bid £18 million. So I thought, you know what? Yes, we'll probably lose Sandor Miske. Considering the amount of money he cost us, I think that's a good deal for us. 18 million plus 50% the next sale fee. Itzhak's also gone on loan to Bayern for the rest of the season. I don't know why, but he wanted to go out on loan. Bayern put a bid in. He then got annoyed at me when I rejected it because I was waiting for Polish teams to come in once the window had started, but unfortunately he put his foot down and had to leave to go to Bayern for the rest of the season. Bit annoying, but there you go. Hugo Rios has gone to GKS Katowice for the rest of the season. Not bad. Rafael Maka has also joined him at GKS. They lost 2-1 at home to PSG, who they got in the Europa League draw. Of all the teams to get in the Europa League draw, they got PSG. And John Martinez has left to go to Lech for the rest of the season, give him some game time. But the other big out is Paul Edelberg. Now, you know I've not been a fan of this guy since he joined the club, in all honesty, but this was what annoyed me. Inter put a bid in of like, I don't know how much it was. I think I got them negotiated up to £30 million. I then said no because I was like, it's not that much more than we paid for him, to be honest. So then he kicked up a fuss, and I was forced to basically say, I'll let you go if they come back for a bid. Then City came in with a bid of £18 million, and I was like, well, that's nonsense. Rejected that, and then he got real shitty, because I was like, well, why would I accept £12 million less, you mug? But eventually, City did then come back in with another bid, and I managed to bid them up this time. I don't know why. I think it's because I'd already accepted a bid from Leipzig, and it boosted the price or something. But eventually, he went for £43 million. So we have made some money on the deal, and we've got a guy with a bad attitude, quite frankly, off of our wage bill. I was going to send Broniszewski out on loan, but now we can't, of course, because we need him on that right-hand side. But we've made money on the deal, and I just don't think he really worked out for us for whatever reason. But that's enough of that. Let's get into Sociedad. This is massive. Max Freund is the manager of Sociedad currently. This should be a winnable match, you'd like to think, but I don't know. We've been so hit and miss in the Champions League this year. So Pereira, Lisic, Vicente for Posse. Gorosito can't play there, and Orozco is injured as well, isn't he? How long is he going to be out for? Goodness me, this is not ideal. And Prado is also injured, so Coronel will have to come in there. I'm going to start the Llama at the back with Freitas. The back line's fine. It's just this role I'm concerned about. I mean, it kind of really does have to be Treverio. For once, we're actually lacking players in this, considering how much depth we've got. You know, Francisco is unregistered because it's the Champions League. Idchek's gone out on loan. Coronel already needs to play. Gorosito's injured. Juan Orozco's injured. Hopefully Treverio can do us a decent job here. So on the bench, we're going to go with Zico, Pandurovic, Carroll, Firmino, Veras, Falvella, and Broniszewski. It's been a while since I've seen anyone play the Marion Lease style, so fair play to them on that. We're going to get rid of that and get that on like so. That should be okay. So hopefully today we can come out there. But it has been a while since we've played against a team that actually plays this system. So we'll have to see what Sociedad are kind of about. You know, the fact is they were strong enough to win their Champions League group. So they're clearly no mugs in this save. Lincoln. Pretty good start from us, really. Plenty of the ball. Well, a little bit more of the ball. Plenty of shots for a start. Cleared away. Oh, Lamas now picks it up. Still going to be tough to break them down, I've got to say. We've got to get the win, though. Oh, for Posse. Lovely work again. Nice work. It's just a matter of time, you'd feel. Lisic's ball. Pereira. Oh, well played. 30th goal of the season for Ibrahima Pereira. That must be... He's definitely going to break our record season of goal scoring. Considering last year he was a bit understated. This year he's been phenomenal. He and Lisic have teamed up so well. Treverio just rolls it into the channel for Lisic. Takes an extra touch, whips it across, and there is Pereira. Lovely header. 1-0. Beautiful stuff. Thoroughly deserved. And we're in front. Good stuff. I think we've really deserved that so far. Shabao with a huge tackle. He's got to find Pereira. Takes a couple out of the game. He could even find Lisic here if he can slip it through the channel. Lisic. Treverio. The pressure is definitely on. We're looking excellent today. Oh, Abracine. For Posse's header. Pereira. Oh, no, not again. Another one of those nonsense situations with those bloody rebound shots. What a first half. Oh, God. Spoke too bloody soon, didn't I? The last thing we need... Look at the situation of this match. 1-0 up. Look at the amount of chances and shots and everything, and then the injury. Will this be the turning point, is my question. Because we've been absolutely flawless so far in this game. Like, genuinely phenomenal. Treverio. Broniszewski's not making the run now. This is where Posse would be making those runs. And Lisic. Vicente can bring it down. Oh, great finish. Absolutely sensational finish from Vicente. His 22nd goal of the season. There's a reason why this guy got into the team of the year. And this is clearly it. This is some phenomenal football. We really have stepped it up tonight in the home match. I know we played them fairly comfortably last season, but the home game we really messed up. Vicente, really comfortable. Beautiful effort from him again. And we just look at next level. But we definitely look up for it, that is for sure. Lisic's ball. Headed away. Oh. Shabal. The pressure is just absolutely impossible. We could make diamonds with this. Broniszewski. Treverio. Oh, blocked again. Treverio's free kick now. Oh, side netting. Carroll again. Abracine. Ball in. Cleared away. Carroll brings it down. No. No, that's going to be it. It's going to be 2-0. Somehow, 39 shots, 15 on target, and still only 2-0. Oh, God, this better not come back to bite us in the second leg, which is going to be coming up in a minute. Right, guys, we're back. And yeah, we drew this once. Bit annoying after the game we just had, but there you go. Rafael Broniszewski got us the goal. I mean, without that, we would have lost. Still probably didn't deserve to, but that's just how it is. We were then able to squeak through in the cup against Lech with an own goal, the only difference. But then we were able to sneak out a 1-0 victory over Lechia thanks to Carroll grabbing himself the goal. Unfortunately, Coronel got injured. But then it was back to the draw, unfortunately, as we had to come from behind. Their only shot on target in the goal. Would you believe it? What a surprise there. Pereira bailed us out with his 21st, I think, league goal of the season. And then finally, the rotated squad actually did a decent job away at Rakov. 3 goals. Firmino, Carroll and Blaise Lisic with the goals. We've been rotating around, but there's been so many injuries, it's been difficult basically to do that, unfortunately. So today, it's away at Sociedad. It's not exactly all done yet. We should have won that first game by way more goals. So we're still up in the air. As you can see, Milan did go through against Lech. It was a 1-1 draw in Poland. So damn close. And the most annoying thing is that it was Federico Grandi that scored Milan's goal that put them through. Without that goal, Lech Poznan would have knocked them out. And bloody Federico. Ugh. But there you go. If you're in the series at some point, could you make one last simulation episode where you simulate 50 years into the future? Yes, we do that in every single series, and this one will be no different. It won't be 50 years, it'll probably be like 25, just because of the sheer amount of time that will take. But yes, that will definitely happen. It's called Looking Forward. I might break it down into several parts this time, rather than dumping out a 2-hour video, because that was ridiculous. I mean, look at this. This is not great. Gorosito's still out. I think Orozco is fit again, but we will see. So we're going to switch to this, do a quick pick, and see who's around. Basically, Pereira, Lisik, Vicente, fine. Right wing, surely Broniszewski can play. For Posse's not back yet. Henningson's unregistered, unfortunately. I mean, Broniszewski, yeah. Orozco there. Falvella, no. Surely Prado's available now. Yeah, he is. Okay, so Prado will come in. Albertine, Freitas, Lama, Chabal, Iglesias. On the bench, Magozzi, we don't really need him, do we? Not on the bench for this, although we really don't have any other options, so he might well end up on the bench. Anyway, yeah. Magozzi, Falvella, Treverio, Foninho, Veras, Carroll, and Zico will be the bench. Hopefully this is pretty strong, I'd say. Well, it does appear that they're playing a different system to last time, so we do have to be careful here. They've got a guy called Norman Moxey starting in their midfield, who's come from Norwich and then via Chelsea. Interesting. We need to go out there and basically play as if it's 1-0. As if it's 0-0. Start a fresh game, go out here and win this match as well. Because coefficient as well. Like, if we win the match, we get extra coefficient points. Simple as that. I think the key thing for us is to score a goal, though. If we score a goal, this tie is as good as done. But we know how badly we played against them in the second leg last time, albeit the home leg that time. Which, if anything, makes this even more concerning. Because we really do need to be better than we were in that game. Okay, we've actually started very, very well. And Vicente blocked out. Uh-oh. Somebody make a tackle. One of you, anybody, go towards him. Huge tackle that was, I think, from Broniszewski, of all people, doing his work. Lisik, Chabal, Orozco, probably cut inside another shot. Oh, he's gone for it and he's scored. Juan Orozco's 7th goal of the season. There's our away goal. Chabal will take the assist, and, well, you see one of these every now and then. Gorosito scored one a little while ago, just where we just throw the ball directly to them. The players can't get out fast enough, and Orozco's just driven one home. I think there was a minor deflection there. We've got the away goal that we need. 7th of the year for Orozco, bless him. I mean, that truly was the goal that we needed. Oh, Freitas has now made it 2-0. Freitas is 4th of the year. Blaise Lisik with another assist. I think that's 23 or 24. I think he could go for 30 this year. And if he grabs 30 assists, that will be up there with the best I've ever had in a save. It's up there with Salvi, potentially. That's genuinely how good he's been. Antonio, I mean, I don't even know what they need to do now. It's basically, they need 5 goals now. I'd say the scoreline sort of flattens us a little bit, though, it's fair to say. And also, on a quick side note, there is no way I'll be able to do this double-double thing again. It takes so long, and I just can't. It's already making it not fun to play, and that's not something I want, because that will come across in the videos. It feels too grindy for me to have to do double the amount of work for the same amount of content, and it's not worth doing for the quality of the series, believe me. Anyway, great tackle from Chabal. I can maybe do it once, but not twice like this. It really is taking up way too much time. Orozco. And it's a great ball over the top for Pereira. Can he set it up and finish? No, we can't. As usual, the good chances we always miss. This second half has been absolutely dreadful. They've improved, and we've sort of done nothing. And I guess it just shows that what I was trying to do doesn't work in this game, really. Oh, he's actually managed to pick out Blaise Lisik. Is there one more goal, potentially? Zico's on there. Can he find a ball through to him? I'm sure he can. Zico's in! Oh, and a great save. Zico nearly had his first goal for us. Hopefully that's a minor injury and he'll be back for the next tie. That is a concern, though, because he's been so damn good this season. And there we go, 2-0, and we are through to the next round. Right, let's go straight to the draw. Lisik, 11 days. 6 to 8 days, that's fine. Okay, quarterfinal draw, just in case you can't see. Monaco, Barcelona, Manchester City on one side. Chelsea, Inter, Milan, and Leipzig on the other. I mean, at this point, it really doesn't matter who we get. I think we've played every single one of these guys at least once. And we got Chelsea. We have played Chelsea before and actually handedly beat them. So you never know what we're capable of in a quarterfinal against Chelsea. They're currently 4th in the Premier League, to give you an idea, which currently looks like this. So, yeah. Ooh, Fulham, not so good. So that is going to be the next episode, a doubleheader against Chelsea with a GKS game in between. The quarterfinals, we're going through again. Let's quickly check the coefficient. So coefficient now, we've got 11.5 points on the board this year. It looks literally, we're actually going to gain no ground this season. I mean, I just don't see this being a possibility, in all honesty, guys. I really don't. Ah, Jesus. But regardless, that's next. Chelsea, quarterfinal. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, drop a like on the video, that'd be glorious, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.